developed his game, how much he's handling the ball. Obviously a movement center, but also physically strong too. So, you're looking at a guy who's going to be, I'd imagine a first-round pick, Cole, a couple first-round picks, but fully mature first-round picks.
Are they similar to you at all in that they're pretty balanced and they share the ball pretty well?
Yeah, I think with this matchup too, it's like you play. I think that there's a lot of similarities, that maybe not stylistically in some different ways in terms of how we play, but when you play against teams like UConn and Marquette, and what you appreciate when you watch the film of opponents like this is that you're also playing against the culture too. There's you can see the buy-in on their bench with the way that they interact with each other, with the way Shaka's running his program. So. Some games I think we go in with a culture advantage because we got our shit together a little bit, more selfless. But in this game, that you could see the culture on the other side. So you get the quality of team, and then you also get, two great cultures playing tomorrow.
You feel you guys are in a great place right now to play a game like this?
Yeah, I think we're battle tested. The program is pretty grown up. We know tomorrow feels like probably a game of two of the truly best teams in the country, and we're gonna find out some things about where we're at. It's one of 6 regular season games we have left, but tomorrow's obviously it's a big one. It's going to have a different type of electricity.
Dan, you've mentioned a couple of times that you didn't think college basketball did a good job of promoting itself, marketing itself.
And that's still going.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how.
Up to right now.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how you arrived at that. How is that something you've always believed, or something that's developed only?
Yeah, I mean, just you look in the other sports, you see, college football. Obviously, different programs this year. Programs could get, like a big win to start the year, or just different situations where the media just told those stories and really built up those players, built up those coaches, built up those programs. And, if it's just the fact that we play while the NBA is going on, and the runway doesn't clear for us until the NFL is done. But, man, it's a great sport. And, the players in college basketball, I mean, we play life and death for these games every single night. I mean, you're either on the bubble or you're fighting for seeding, or positioning for the NCAA tournament, or you're a coach that's on the rise, or you're a coach that's trying to hang on to his job. So our business is these games are pretty brutal, and we fight to the death to win them. And we've got some great characters, players, coaches. We get some great characters, but I think Big East could do a better job. I think we could do a better job as institutions in terms of the way we tell our own stories. And but I do think it's underwhelming.
Is the greatest challenge Marquette's ability to score, their culture, their toughness? What is the
everything? I mean, when you get to this deep end of the pool that we're both swimming in now, in these type of games, I mean, these are Elite 8 games. These are people you got to beat to get to a Final Four. These are the type of people that you've got to beat if you're in the Final Four. Like, you go back to looking at what you looked at, last March when we got deep into the tournament. And I mean, these are the people. There's not many holes. The coaching's there, the talent's there, the offense is there, the defense is there. We got some vulnerabilities, each of us. It comes down to who plays their best tomorrow, and maybe who does the matchup favor.
You really, obviously, you've stated how much you want that Big East regular season title and the tournament after that. These guys got both last year. Do you emphasize, A, the fact that they took those from you last year, sort of, and B, winning tomorrow can really put you in the driver's seat?
Yeah, I think we're just talking about, this time of year, championship level performance. I don't think we're not doing the standings and how many games up we are, or those types of things. I think it's just about right now, you better be ready with like a championship level intensity, championship level execution. You can't have moments of weakness out there where you think about self. You've got to be playing with your absolute strongest mindset, and just be about winning. And Yeah, I mean, championship time of year, about to head for elimination time, so.
Coaches talk about your team and say how connected they are. What are they talking about when they said that? What does that mean to you, how connected?
Yeah, it was just, I think you turn on the film and you see talented teams that you know, win because of talent you know, and obviously they're well coached too. But then you see teams that have talent, they seem well coached, and then you see a bench that carries incredible energy. You see players interacting with each other on the court as a total unit without any selfishness and such. So yeah, I think we, you know, we check a lot of boxes. Marquette checks a lot of boxes. Purdue checks a lot of, I mean, there's plenty of programs out there that are checking a lot of boxes. Houston, somebody's gonna get pissed if I miss somebody in town, like Tennessee, Carolina, you know,
Well, that's what Shaka
Kansas, because they beat us,
on his radio show last night.
and a bunch of others.
Shaka Smart was talking on his radio show last night about the energy you guys. He said, you know, the high-fiving and all you bring with the energy.
Yeah, that's
and,
why I think you respect these type of matchups for me, because you know, you look and like I said before, there's in large sense, it's like looking in the mirror in a lot of ways with the way that we both go about our things. I think you know, what Shaka's been able to do there, you know, with building a culture and developing young players, and you know, you really respect. I think we have a lot of respect for how we each do it, even though we obviously are desperate to beat each other and share a lot of you know, in-game intensity. Thank you. Thank you.